1-1 with 56 seconds to play. 67 all. Reggie Neal missed the first one. Young with the rebound. Can't buy it. Tip no good. Rebound off to Watson. And here comes Wren. 45 seconds. Beckett looking, asking for one shot. Fran Campbell, the head coach, says yes. Wren's going to mix it up. 38 seconds. We'll keep you close. Watch on the time. Bobby Jones, 35 seconds. David Young right in the middle on the defense. Beckett with the ball. Cleve Cox on him. We're down to 25 seconds. Beckett into the middle. Beckett on the drive. The foul's called on Young. David Young, we mentioned he was down under the basket right in the middle. When Beckett went on the drive, Young went over to help. Tried to draw the charge. Didn't get there in time. So now it'll be Mike Beckett at the line, shooting 1-1. We're 22 seconds away from the end. 67 all. Greenville trying to call timeout before Beckett gets the ball. They do, and it is. So here's the situation. Mike Beckett will be at the line shooting 1-1. He has 31 points on the night. It's 67-67 with 22 seconds left. On the other side, David Young for Greenville has 32. So the two big stars shining bright tonight. And there's a lot of pressure left. 22 seconds in the game. The winner of this game will advance to the Upstate Championship probably Tuesday night. After that, it's on to the state finals. But there's a lot to be said left for this one. Shane Bryant had just checked back into the ball game. Number 10 for Wren. As you see Coach Bill Johnson giving his team a little last-minute instructions. Bryant for Wren, number 10, is the man that has done the best job tonight stopping Young. So we'll see if he can do that. Meanwhile, Greenville is countered by putting Cleve Cox on Mike Beckett. But they can't defense Beckett now because he's on the foul line. 22 seconds left. Beckett will shoot 1-1. Check that, he'll shoot 2 shots. It didn't matter, he's going to shoot 2 anyway. He makes the first cleanly, and it's a 1-point lead for the Hurricanes, 68-67. Canes by 2 as Beckett nails the second one. 20 seconds left, and here come the Raiders. David Young. Now, he's got time. He doesn't want to rush it. 15 seconds, puts up the shot, and he's fouled by Shane Bryant. Young didn't want to take his time. He had the 16-footer, and he took it. Couldn't get the bounce, but he did draw the personal. A couple of high-pressure free throws. Now, that's going to be all for Bryant. He did the job on David Young for as long as he could. He finally fouls out. After having done an outstanding job stopping Young. As much as you can say he was stopped when he scored 32 points so far, but Bryant did a good job defensing him. Young will go to the line. Wren trying to call timeout. They're going to let David Young think about it just a little bit. When we come back, when Young comes back, rather, he'll be shooting 2 shots. He was fouled on the shot. 14 seconds left the situation. It's 69-67. Wren leading Greenville by 2. That's Bill Johnson, head coach of the Raiders, mapping out a few last-minute plans, deciding what to do. Obviously, they'll assume that Young's going to make both. That would be what you'd expect him to do. They'll set up the defense after that. There's still a lot of time left no matter what happens. If he makes them both, if he makes one and misses the other, plenty of time for Greenville or Wren to do, get the ball at least to their end of the court and get off a good shot with 14 seconds. It's Chris Gossett, number 5, checking in for Wren, replacing Bryant, who fouled out. David Young on the line with the 2 shots, and his team trailing by 2. 14 seconds left in the Upstate semifinal game. It had all the makings of a good one going in, and it's a dandy. Young's first. Can't believe he missed it. The Wren side explodes. Young buries the second. It's a 1-point game now. 14 seconds. Wren with the ball. They wanted to get it in Beckett's hands. They did, and he's fouled immediately. Only 1 second expired. The foul was called immediately. And it'll send Mike Beckett to the line. He's going to have to shoot the pressure 1-and-1 now. It's a 1-point lead. Beckett has been outstanding from the foul line tonight. In fact, he's 4 for 4 from the line in this quarter. He has 10 points in the quarter, 33 in the ball game. The first one's good, and it's a 2-point lead, 70-68 for the Hurricanes. 13 seconds left. This is the big shot here. Whether they come down with a 2 or 3-point lead. He got it. It's 71-68. 3-point lead for Wren. 10 seconds left. Here comes Young. 8 seconds. Young's going to try the 3-pointer. 5 seconds. There it is. Nothing but net. What a shot by Young. 2 seconds. One half-court shot by Beckett. Almost made it. What an unbelievable finish. David Young hit the 3-pointer when everybody in the building knew he was going to. He ties it. We'll go into overtime. Unbelievable finish. Everybody knew Young was going to do it. He was covered. He had no right to make the shot. He did. He ties it up at 71. 35 unofficially for David Young at the end of regulation. Oh, my. At the end of the regular season, Associated Press rated Greenville #1, Wren #2. They were that close, and they've shown it tonight. We'll go into overtime. It'll be a 3-minute overtime. There you see a few of the security guards making sure that we don't have another incident of ice thrown out on the court. That's what slowed things up at the half. So the buzzer sounds. We had about 60 seconds to catch our breath. And then we're going to start it up all over again. Now, a factor in this overtime could be that Greenville is playing without their big center, Raymond Gaston, who left the game on fouls. David Young will jump center for Greenville. He'll go up against Brian Watson for Wren. 3-minute overtime, 71-71. The winner gets a berth in the Upstate Championship game. The loser goes home. Young controls the tap. Cleve Cox with the basketball, quickly on the drive, picked up by Bobby Jones. Young tried to, or rather, Cox tried to double pump and get it off. He was fouled by Jones. 4 seconds go by. And Cox will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Greenville has the first lead they've had in some time. Cox puts them up 72-71. We're in overtime. Cox buries the second, and it's a 2-point Greenville lead. Here comes Wren. Mike Beckett brings it up, taking his time. David Young waiting on him. Young and Beckett. Beckett on the drive, pulls up from 14 and buries it. We're tied at 73. 35 for Beckett, 35 for Young. Young with the basketball. Foul call, reaching in on Chris Gossett. Gossett has got Young one-on-one. Trying to reach in and knock it away before Young got the penetration started. Whistled for the foul. Young goes to the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. 2:37 to play. Young hits the first one, making up for that one that he missed. Well, I guess he already made up for the one he missed late in the fourth quarter by hitting the 3-pointer that sent it into the overtime. Second shot for Young. In and out. Rebound by Lowry. And here come the Hurricanes. Give it to Beckett, and he'll bring it up. 2:30 to go. 74-73 Greenville. In overtime. David Young reached over, saved it, stepped on the baseline. Now Mike Beckett wanted a foul call there. The ball was passed into him. Young reached over and knocked it away. No call. Lowry inbounds it, gets it right back, kicks it out to Beckett. That's for three. Won't go. Rebound comes off to Greenville. David Young with a foot race with Beckett. Beckett grabbed his arm. The ball went. And with a foul. Young had a head start. Beckett caught him. Couldn't knock it away. Tried to grab his arm. Drew the foul, did not stop the basket, and that's a big basket and a big foul shot here because the Raiders now have a 3-point lead at 76-73. Unofficially, it's 37 for Young. Can't make the extra point, but there's a lane violation anyway, so it didn't matter. Violation. Young reached over the line. So it's a 3-point Greenville lead, 76-73, 2:11 left to play in overtime. That's Lowry bringing it in to Beckett. Mike Beckett brings it across. Wants motion from his team, gives it over to Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones looks underneath. Watson saves it to Beckett. They lost it out of bounds. Greenville's basket called at the 2-minute mark at a 3-point lead. Full court pressure now from Wren. Harris gives it to Young. Young sends everybody down court and takes Gossett by itself. Turns him around, gets across the timeline. Gossett chasing him. Young drives, gets it off to Harris, missed it off the glass. Rebound comes off to Beckett. He lost it. Jump shot Jackson, good. Sebastian Jackson hits a big basket. Wren coming right back. Bobby Jones with the basket. Cleve Cox tried to reach it and strip it from him. Couldn't do it. 78-75, a minute and a half to play in the overtime. Here comes Greenville. Cleve Cox picked up by Bobby Jones. The Raiders lead by 3. Too many men in one place for Greenville. The foul called in. It's on Bobby Jones. The Raiders got lucky there as Cox and Jackson almost collided and turned the basketball over. Bobby Jones reached in for the foul. It'll send Cleve Cox to the line. Wren wants him to think about it. A minute 25 to play in the overtime. We'll take a moment here. We'll be right back. A minute 25 to play in the overtime. Greenville 78, Wren 75. Tonight, and there's still time, a minute 25 left. An awful long time, as you saw what happened in the last 13 seconds of regulation if you were with us there. Greenville by 3. Cleve Cox, a good free throw shooter, buries the first one. It's a 4-point lead. 79-75, Greenville. Big free throw. Nothing but net. 80-75. Raiders with a 5-point lead. Here comes Mike Beckett and the Wren Hurricane. Beckett on Young. Pulls up for 3. Can't get it. Rebound comes off to Greenville. Young holds it up and takes control. He's picked up by Gossett. A minute 9. Young on the drive all the way. 82-75, and that puts Wren into a deep hole. 41 for Young. 55 seconds. Beckett finds himself free for 3. Turns around. No good. Rebound comes off to Greenville. Cleve Cox brings it up. We're at the 47-second mark, and this may be all. Greenville spreads it out. Cox. They were going to keep the ball in the hands of Cox, the good foul shooter. He's fouled by Bobby Jones, number 40. It's 82-75, and it seemed like a very close game. All of a sudden became a 7-point Greenville lead. Cleve Cox on the line with a 1-and-1. Misses it, a break for the Hurricanes. Lowry rebounds it, gets it off to Gossett. He brings it across the timeline, takes it all the way himself. It's good, 82-77. Wren calls the quick timeout. So it's a 5-point game, 33 seconds left. Greenville will have the basketball. Looking at both sides of the thing, you would expect Greenville to obviously keep the ball in the hands of David Young and Cleve Cox, the two good foul shooters. Wren, on the other hand, is going to have to go with the full court pressure that they have been using in the second half and try to get the quick turnover. If they don't, they're going to have to start fouling soon. As you saw just a second ago, only 33 seconds left, and they've got some ground to make up. However, Mike Beckett has had a hot hand tonight. He has 42 points, and he can hit the three-pointer from anywhere. So it's a long way from being over. 2 possessions, and Beckett could put Wren right back into the lead. Full court pressure coming up. Cleve Cox will bring it in. Bobby Jones is on him. They get it in. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Jackson picks it back up, throws it down for Young. Young recovered it, threw it away. Wren with a turnover. 24 seconds left. Here comes Beckett on Cox. Pulls up for 3. Can't get it. Rebound. Gossett going for it. Now, are they going to call the foul on Young? No, it's on Gossett. A heck of an effort by Gossett. He's a little shaken up. He lunged for the rebound. And he was fouled. So he'll shoot the free throws. 1-1. 18 seconds left. Wren down by 5. Needs them both. Can't get the first one. Rebound, Cleve Cox. Canes all over him immediately, and he'll go to the line. 17 seconds. It'll be 1-1. The foul was called on Lowry. So it's still a 5-point lead. If Wren wants to get back into the basketball game, they really did not need to come away from those 2 possessions with nothing. The lead is 5. Cleve Cox makes it 6. And if he makes this next one, Wren's going to have to get the ball 3 times in the last 17 seconds. That one may have ended it. Bill Johnson wanted a timeout. Greenville didn't see him, so we're still playing. 13 seconds left. Beckett for 3, makes it. Great shot, 84-80, 45 points for Beckett. Told you he could hit the three-pointer. So now there's 9 seconds left, and it's a 4-point lead. And again, Wren going to have to go with a quick foul. But now you get into the situation where do they have even enough time to get the ball down the court and get off a shot twice within 9 seconds. All Greenville wants to do is avoid the foul, keep the ball in play for 9 seconds, take a shower, and enjoy the bus ride home. Once again, the winner of this one goes on to the Upstate Championship. Wren, 23-4 coming into this one, beat Newberry in their first game, 73-67. The Raiders 24-2, 88-82 winners over Fairfield Central first time out. Now we're ready for the last 9 seconds of the basketball game. Cleve Cox will inbound it. Full court pressure by Wren. Cox having a little trouble, now calls the timeout. A smart play by Cox. He didn't have anywhere to get the ball in. Greenville looked a little bit disorganized on the inbounds play there. So they'll try it again. Coach Fran Campbell arguing that 3 seconds had already expired before Cox called the timeout, and he should not have been allowed to. And if it didn't expire, it was darn close. I wasn't counting. Would not enter into that debate one way or the other anyway. So it's a 4-point lead. Anticipate the foul. If not, if Wren does not get the early turnover, anticipate the foul. And then when Wren gets the ball back, look for Beckett to hit another three-pointer. He has 45 points on the night. What an outstanding performance by Mike Beckett. And here come the Raiders back. They'll try again to bring it in. The full court pressure again. This time they'll give it to Rod Harris to bring in. He inbounds it to Young. Young is fouled by Gossett. Only 1 second expired. Not a bad way to get the ball in bounds. Throw it up high and let David Young jump over everyone and get it. He's being covered by Gossett, who's doing the good job. As good as you can do on David Young, but Young just can out-jump him, and he's several inches taller. 1-1 for Young. Makes the first, and it's a 5-point lead with 8 seconds left. 85-80. 42 for Young. In and out. Wren with a chance. They're going to have to hurry. 5 seconds left. Here comes Beckett. A buzzer beater. 2 seconds. Can't make it at the buzzer. That's all. And Greenville wins it. What a great basketball game. It was everything it was supposed to be.
This special
Ball game coming in, the two teams, number 1, number 2 in the state. We talked about the two big guns, David Young for Greenville, Mike Beckett for Wren. Young did not draw the starting assignment tonight. He was ill earlier in the week, missed a practice, so he did not start. He came in with about 2 minutes expired in the game, only had 3 points in that first quarter, finishes with 42 points on the night. Beckett had 45 points in a losing cause for the Hurricanes as he ends his basketball career here. For the Red Raiders, they will now advance to the Upstate Championship game. There are 2 games left. The Upstate Championship next Tuesday night, and since Greenville has won, we assume that's going to be Tuesday night right here at Presbyterian College in Clinton. And we will be carrying that one for you on telecable. Pete Butler will be back for the Southern Conference Tournament. And assuming if Greenville